Are you ready?
I was crafted in the fiery pits of a volcano ready.
If a crystal ball could tell you the truth about yourself, your life, the future, or anything else, what would you want to know?
Whether I actually exist or not. Because, it brings up the uncertainty of existence. Like, did I really throw a rock at that tree? Like, I'd probably want to know either that or how I was created. Not like the biological way, because I understand that. I took I learned that in 5th grade. But, just the intricacies of a soul or not a soul, I don't want to learn that, or I don't want to learn my actual existence, because the actual existence thing could be a bit like the crystal ball could be lying to me, because the crystal ball could also not exist and be programmed to say that I do, and that one could lead to speculation. But like my body's earliest origin, I'd probably want to know, because that'd be it'd be something cool to know. Like this is how, and it kind of bring more direction to my life, even though it's already got so much perfect direction. Like it's pretty perfectly directed, but like it'd have more, and that'd be pretty cool. That'd be cool. I had a very wise friend once tell me that everything in the world is either a potato or it's not, and that made me think, like, what would make something a potato? Like, is it how it tastes? Is it like the certain like chemical structure, or is it the idea of the potato? So if it's the idea, then like why couldn't like our ideas of like morality and stuff, could those be potatoes? Maybe the idea of speech itself would that in an arrangement be a potatoes, or is a potato like only a physical? What have we learned from this? That potatoes are more than physical things. They're abstract things. They can be both real and not real. The only question is, how do we determine what is a potato and what is not? Because knowledge is power, and power corrupts. And so being smarter is being more corrupt, and that leads to a corrupt government. So be stupid.
Do you have a secret hunch about how you will die?
Oh, I'm probably going to die at the age of 51 by some sort of Canadian, or like, because they work with the Americans, agent, because I'm going to be living out in Canada, because America's already like tried to remove me. So I'm going to be like that Snowden guy, but I'm going to be like I'm actually going to do stuff. It's going to be like a revolution. So I'm going to escape America, and then one of the Mounties is going to kill me.
What would constitute a perfect day for you?
It depends on the mood I'm in. If I'm having an existential crisis, then it'd probably be like alone. Just completely shut off from the world, and like, I don't know, with like my computer to like write very sad poems and then delete them later because they're all trash. Ownership. Okay, let's get some history here. Ownership has been like, it was a Western thing. Okay, wait. So north, south, never eat side. Okay, no, it was an Eastern thing, I think. I don't know. I hated geography. It was an Eastern thing where it was like, that's more property. Like, you can own land, you can own people, and you can own all these things. And then, like Native Americans are like, you don't own the land, you just kind of like, you're just there. And it's so interesting to think, like, okay, this rock, okay, that's gross, I don't want to touch that. This piece of wood is mine, like, it's mine, but where does that even, like, come from? Is it, like, is it mine because I said it's mine, or is it mine because, like, what even is ownership? Is it just, like, you say you own something and then you own it? Because if that's true, then, you could just own everything. I could be like, I own the world, and then, like, what gives anyone, like, the right to challenge your ownership? And then, like, you can't own some things now in if you're not American, this doesn't apply, but in America, you legally can't own people, and you can't own the government, and you can't own, like, a bunch of things. But, like, what's stopping you from, like, owning these things? Like, is it just because other people said you can't own them, or is it because ownership is just a weird idea that we use to like make sure that something is ours, that's our personal property, and that no one else touches it because we like it. I have my phone on Do Not Disturb because too many people contact me. So the problem with government is that people are still people, regardless if they're like in a like higher people position. So they tend to like sometimes abuse their power, a lot of the time abuse their power a lot. So it tends to like, because people can't deny the government, because the government has the police and like the special forces and like the things like that. Like people can't deny the government or else they get shot or in prison or I don't know, in a retirement home. So he basically constructed something that if abused could just ruin everyone. But at the same time, it's also can be a good thing as long as people aren't dumb and don't like abuse their power that much. So as long as like people don't abuse their power, you know, it's basically just like a friendship. Like, you know, you follow these laws and you don't die in a car crash maybe. So that's cool. But it's also kind of bad when governments are like, you know, like if you have to do these, they do like trivial things. So like you have to be a mime to like be part of our government. Like that's just an off example. Like, you don't like that probably hasn't happened maybe, but it's just like you have to be a mime to be part of our country and be like, well, why do I have to be a mime? Just like because we said so, and now you have to be one. And if you're not, we're probably gonna shoot you or throw you over a wall or something. If I'm calling customer service, then I definitely do plan out what I want. Because, you know, they have hard jobs, and I don't want to make their lives easy or harder. Unless they're just mean people, then I will make their lives harder.
If you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality or ability, what would it be?
Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay. If I could have a quality, it would probably be to understand more, understand all people more adequately on an, not necessarily on an emotional level, but on like a super emotional level. Like if they like said something, I immediately know like what they mean or something. Like if someone's sad, I can detect and like feel them out. And I'm okay at that now, but it'd be great to like be really good at that. I'm glad I'm a very open person because I don't really, you know, if people see this, I don't even really care. It's kind of cool not having like, and I feel, you know, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. That's good. I only like usually know what I'm talking about. Sometimes I don't. But I pretty much knew everything I was talking about today. Like at least 70% of it.